Hey everybody, it's Hawk Tag, and I just want to thank you all for 100 subscribers. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. It had an unexpected fluctuation in subscribers thanks to Bang, so thank you guys who subscribed and got me some subscribers. And I'm going to be doing a setup video, like as promised in my spring break plans video, which nobody saw. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you guys my room, which is also my game room. And this was my huge Christmas present. My dad, my friend, and I renovated this like this, and it took a long time and a lot of effort. So first things first, that's a remote. It controls that, turns the light on and off, and the fan on and off. Also different settings for the fan, you know, you can reverse it or change the speed and stuff. And this switch controls this thing, so if you turn the switch off, then you can't even turn the light on or off or the fan or anything. And here's the game room itself. Sorry for all the light coming through there. I tried to do this without the windows open like that, but you couldn't see anything really because the light in here is pretty depressingly dim, and we haven't really changed it in years, so I don't remember that much about it. But here is my gaming setup. Here is the guest 42-inch 3D television, and the guest chair right there, and there's a remote that controls that. And yeah, these are gaming chairs. Sorry about the not much light right there, guys. These are gaming chairs. Pretty awesome. They're actually pretty comfortable. They swivel and stuff, and they have these footrests that come up with this handle here. I think you have to put it forward or up or something, and now they come out. It's pretty difficult actually, but they work really well, and they're nice footrests. Here is a universal remote that controls both televisions if wanted. And it's also programmable, which is nice. And then there's my phone charger, just charging my phone. And here's my HD PVR plug that plugs in my computer so I can record gaming stuff. And here's the power strip that's totally not fire hazard that controls all that stuff. And this thing here that plugs into it actually fell out the other day when I was talking to my friend on PSN. Confused the hell out of him. We were in the middle of a conversation. All of a sudden, all my stuff shuts down. I just go offline, and I don't know what's going on either. Thought maybe a circuit blew. Anyway, here is kind of the top section of it, and here's a Turtle Beach for this TV and a Turtle Beach for this TV, and that's what's going on there. And there's some speakers back there. I don't know if you can see those. And here is my little headset for talking, which isn't charging at the moment, and I like that one, so that annoys me because, you know, these things are nice, but they get your ears warm really fast, and they're more difficult to use. You just turn it on and talk. And controller for the right PlayStation, controller for a left PlayStation, and some remotes for sound and stuff. And in here is where all of my electronics are kept. Here's the PlayStation for the left TV. That's like the guest PlayStation. It's the one my dad plays on. That's the one my friends play on when they come over. And there is my PlayStation, which goes to the right TV, which is where I sit and play and stuff. Right there is the sound system. And down there is the HD PVR, where we keep some spare controller chargers next to it right there. And not sure what we're going to do for down there. You know, it's like an extra space, I guess, if we get an Xbox or whatever, or need more game storage space. And this is nice because it just closes, keeps everything like that. And the back is actually open, which makes it a lot easier to manipulate cords and kind of keeps it more ventilated so they don't overheat easily even when the door's closed. And then there's some speakers that are just scattered all around the room. There's one of them, and then there's my TV, like I said. This one's actually not 3D because even when the 3D is turned off, it causes a little more screen lag, which makes it harder to play. So that's why I play on this TV, and that's for guests, because, you know, when I'm going for clips and stuff, can't have screen lag. And here's just my really old wallpaper design, kind of outdated at this point. I don't know, I got it like 10 years ago or something. I just decided to keep it when we were renovating the room. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a spaceship themed, and then you got, you know, outer space wallpaper. Is pretty cool. There's the remote controls my TV, and there's my bed right there. Up there is actually my bed, and then down there is like where guests sleep, and that's the tiger that guards all this expensive stuff. There's actually an inflatable mattress right here, and yeah, that's where like a guest sleeps. And if there's someone else sleeping over, there's kind of a sleeping bag you can see tucked back there. Or you could just kind of put it on the floor here, or go sleep on the couch or wherever, so you can actually have like 3 people over comfortably. And then here is the thing that inflates the bed easily. It's really easy actually, just plug it in and starts inflating it. And there's some just spare knickknacks and shit that are being left out at the moment. And up there, you can see there's also curtains that come down and block this light so it isn't reflecting on the TVs all the time like brightly. when I'm trying to play, so those are really nice. And like I said, I think I already said this, I usually keep those down when playing and stuff, but I had to open those up because it was too dark in here just to do the recording with that light. In the back here we have a little punching bag, kind of going unused at the moment, and then there's just a spare chair. Used to go under the desk there, but now there's all kinds of stuff there, you know, including the guarding tiger. And his eyes actually follow you. It's really creepy. So don't think about taking anything, or he will follow you in your sleep and come and kill you. And there's my computer that I do like my editing and stuff on, and YouTube and stuff. I gotta move that right there. And this thing is awesome. I got this as a present from my mom for Christmas, because that's what we did all this renovation is for Christmas. It's my huge Christmas present from my dad that my friend and my dad and I worked on for a while. So here is this thing. It works as a table next to the chairs. It works as a footrest if you don't want to use the footrests under the seats. And it also works as an awesome game storage place. Check that out. There's all my games. Got my Call of Duties, Arkham Asylum games, Red Dead Redemption, some old ones, Dead Space, Uncharted, love the Uncharted, some more old ones, the classics and stuff. And then right there is just another controller. There were the 3D glasses for that TV right there. That's 3D. Games look really cool in 3D, especially Uncharted. Call of Duty looked cool in 3D, but not nearly as good as Uncharted. And here you have an example of the 3D glasses right there. And there's more of those in this box here. And actually the ones I give you at the movie theater for 3D movies work really well with 3D TVs too. So if you want some more of those, just go see a 3D movie and you get to keep them. And then here are some of my classic PS2 games. Played that like 20 times. First person shooter ever, way back on PS2. First game I ever had back on the PS2 when I first got it, when I was a little kid. This I played a ton. I was a big Simpsons fan back in the day, you know, before they sucked. And great game, really addictive. It's just like a driving game, and it's a bunch of fun. And my friend and I used to play that all the time. And then Terminator was one of the first third-person shooters I had. Another really good classic PS2 game that I love. And I think that's basically everything. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my setup video here. This is my awesome game room. There's some storage cabinets over there. We had to clean all those out too. And the room was just a huge disaster. There was like 3-foot piles of shit everywhere. It was awful. Like the bed used to be against this wall here, and the air mattress would go in the middle of the floor about here, and there would just be crap everywhere all the time. It was awful. So we had to clean that out for like 4 days, and including all these cabinets and stuff to get this to a next livable standard before we renovated everything. And then there's another speaker over there in the corner. Those are connected to 3D TV, which is also good, you know, for watching 3D movies or just enjoying 3D games and stuff. I don't recommend it if you're really trying to get far in zombies or get clips in multiplayer, because there is a lot of screen lag when playing in 3D, but it's worth it just for a fun time of playing in 3D. It's really cool. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed my setup video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, there's my game room.